And what about the Hayeses?
Well, I know they came from Ireland. Uganda, Clark, yeah. It'd be fun to go over there and see it. But Dick Hayes was my grandfather. And he came to South Dakota and he homesteaded with Charlie Go Williams, which was an Englishman. And I know he was in his 80s when he died, and he still had a big crop of white hair. I can remember it. But he had a mustache, and he always blew his nose like this. And I don't know what year they came over, but there were, well, he was Dick Hayes. He was, yes, Dick Hayes was our grandfather. And there was an Edwell Hayes, and there were several Hayes brothers that came over at the same time. In fact, that cupboard is made out of the packing crates from Ireland.
My gosh.
And that hutch upstairs with the two, the top of that is made out of and that's solid rock maple.
Wow.
And that was in my folks' cellar. So the bottom was, and the water would get in there. And the bottom part was all rotted. But I wanted that. It had umpteen numbers of paint on it. And my folks brought it to Britain. And they were going to stay with me while, and the kids, while Dick went to a meeting in Brookings. And Dick helped my dad carry it in. And when he set it down, he said, "You have this out of here before I get back." And I said to my dad, "We got to get this paint off really fast." We had the paint all off, and we had a new backing for it. And we had it sitting on why it fit that, I'll never know. But it fits that bottom part. And we lived in Hayti. Dick and I lived in Hayti when he first got out of the service, and that was in 1955. And he was assistant county agent there. But Dick had built that lower part because there weren't any cupboards in this apartment.
Is that what he started?
Well, then they ended up in the Black Hills. Mose Hayes. You've heard of Uncle Mose, haven't you? Mose Hayes was his brother, too. And Edwell. There were a whole bunch of them that settled in Hill City.
Were they looking for gold?
Yeah. In fact, Uncle Mose had a gold mine, or a mine. I don't know if he ever reaped any gold from it, but anyway, he had it. Well, then Dick Hayes came with Charlie Go Williams, that was an Englishman from Indiana. I don't know what part though. But then they homesteaded on where I grew up in
And that's
Buffalo County.
Buffalo County. So that's where you were born.
That's where that's both of my sisters were born at home. And then my third sister, and my grandmother Etbar was the midwife at the time. My third sister, the cord was wrapped around her neck when she was born, so she died right away. And I can remember my mother telling me that it was so hard to accept losing this baby. And she would think about it so often and cry about it, and she prayed a lot about it. And then this one day she said it just kind of happened. She said, "I saw this white streak go through the sky, and I knew that baby was fine in heaven." It was God.